Good morning, everyone. This is Lance Swanson. I'm here in the administration building for Salsa City Community Schools and just kind of doing a little test this morning with our YouTube Live. Just going to try and stream out a little information. I wanted to do a test to see if I could do it live from my computer and just kind of go over the happenings for the, you can see my volume needs to go down already, but we're just learning those things as we go here. So anyway, just doing a test this morning to see how this is going to work out. If I can even do it from my computer and share out across information across the district. What I'd like to do is just make this kind of a conversational type morning informational update. And not necessarily do it every morning maybe, but kind of as needed. And certainly, I think Mondays are appropriate to do it on. If you need information just to read and go through real quick, you don't really have a lot of time to spend having a conversation or just visiting or just kind of, it's kind of a friendly chat, if you will. This is probably the place to be if you want a friendly chat. If you want to just read the information and rock on, or you know where to find the information, probably not going to be for you. So certainly totally understand that. So I did leave the chat on, but you are limited to how often you can pipe in and talk. I will get rid of obviously chats that are not appropriate or whatever. The nice thing about the Google or the using Google, which owns YouTube, is using YouTube Live services that it'll get recorded and you can watch it when it's convenient for you. And a lot of people like that ability to do that. So anyway, just nothing big to talk about. We do have to just cover a couple things that I covered last week in the weekly Friday update that I email out to staff. There was some information that went out about the Jeans Week this week with for the association, and please, if you haven't turned in your money already, just turn it into the secretary like you normally do. That's for staff. There's some new dates added to the self-care toolkits, and there were some dates that might have been changed on that. So please check that if you will. And there was some information shared on there from Dr. Heilman about the professional learning and the elementary science of reading course. Will be 2 credits returning this summer for both new participants and open to those who completed a course last summer, which is important. If you already took it, you can retake it, and it's not like a repeat. It'll be new information, it sounds like. There's a link to the registration and details, and the books are going to be ordered later this month on the 20th. So it's important that you get signed up before then, it sounds like. The high school school news students made a great video. They make great videos every week, but this week I think staff might be interested in looking at the one that Ramadan made about Ramadan. So that's coming up here, and it's really important. I think it's helpful for staff to understand and realize what what that is all about, what Ramadan is all about, and the fasting and those kinds of things, and just have it get in what when they pray and how often and those kinds of things. I think it's really super informative, and the students do a good job with that. And we appreciate all the information and input on those types of things. Right after Easter, we're going to have a fundraiser for Bart Miller, his wife, his family. His wife's dealing with some cancer, and certainly our thoughts and prayers are with her and Bart in their journey here. They're going to need our prayers, and it's nice to help them out a little bit, as our staff always does. I think it's important to mention that on our caller system, the ConnectEd, the Blackboard Connect, it's important to know that there's that number that comes up in there. I know it's just a random number. It's a unique number. That's on purpose because what the caller ID allows you to do is you can call that number back then and hear the most recent message sent out. So that's been really popular as folks just use that. And we really appreciate it because it cuts down on our callbacks here or whatever building sent out the call. But no matter night or day, or somebody, if their voicemail is full or whatever, they can just call that number back and hear the most recent message sent out by the school. So that's kind of neat. And people can just call that number too and find out what the most recent one is. I think it actually gives you the option to hear the last couple. So kind of nice and handy. We sent out a link to some more classroom mini grants, so please take advantage of that if you're a staff member. And that is kind of handy information to have. Well, we talked about the assessment window coming up and the testing. I'm not going to go through all that, but if you're interested, please just go look over the Friday update for that. If you're a staff member, it's kind of important to know those dates. And if you're someone that keeps them in your calendar, you're going to want to make sure that's updated. Once again, to find the Friday update, the best way to do it is just to go to your email system and put in parentheses or in little brackets, need to know Friday update. Or I think if you just typed in Friday update in the search, it's going to come up. And that's kind of important to know. So check that out if you're interested. I'm going to share my screen real quick here and talk about the calendar that's coming up this week, what's going on this week. So as always, if you go to our website, ssccardinals.org, if you just typed in SSC Cardinals on Google, it's going to take you to, this is pretty much always the first choice. And then I always go right here to activities and events. And that shows me always the next week kind of at a glance here, which is really important. We're going to talk about activities and that. Today it looks like the girls tennis team is going to head to Omaha, and that's a rescheduled game from earlier. And the student council meets tonight that's a high school student council in the library, it looks like. And then we have a busy week, as all spring sports are. Everything's just crammed together in just a short season. And we have soccer tomorrow night. Looks like the boys are at home, the girls are away to Omaha Gross. And it looks like baseball is headed to Wayne. And it looks like tennis is going to be over at Sioux City West tomorrow. And so that's kind of exciting on Wednesday. Tomorrow, also Tuesday, is the juniors at the high school take the ACT. That's pretty important to know about. And so only the juniors will be there tomorrow to take the ACT. And then Wednesday, I don't believe any of the students 9 through 12 have class, and it's conferences, parent-teacher conferences, and that information is important. If you're a staff member or you're a parent or a student, you need to know that. It looks like golf is headed to Bellevue. Bellevue is the host, maybe, and Terra Hills Golf Course is the location. Baseball on Thursday is going to be home, so that'll be good. If you haven't seen baseball and you're around town on Thursday, head out to Clacy Park. And it sounds like the track team is going to USD, but it's a Vermilion. It's versus Vermilion at USD's track stadium. It's supposed to be an outdoor event. The weather doesn't look the best for Thursday, and we're just going to have to kind of wait and see on that one, and make sure you get on here and you sign up, or you check this often before you travel, certainly, so you don't get left out or changes on you and you don't know. And then Saturday, it looks like track's going to be participating in Sioux City Relays, and tennis goes to Omaha again, to Ralston, and the soccer girls are going to Lincoln, I believe, or Council Bluffs at Gale. I think that's in Council Bluffs. So they're going to go to Council Bluffs. It's the boys baseball that's going to go to Lincoln for a tournament. So you're really going to want to watch online to see those times and that sort of thing. So congratulations. I believe the boys soccer team did really well on Saturday in that little I think they won the little tournament, and it's not a little tournament, it's really a popular big tournament in Norfolk on Saturday. So congratulations to them and to all the teams. And that's just a quick update from here in my office on a Monday morning, April 4th, 2022. And so we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.